Welcome to Edison Open House Global Healthcare 2022. In this session, we're looking at the work of BiondVax, a biopharmaceutical company based in Israel, and it's focused on developing, manufacturing, and commercializing innovative products for the prevention and treatment of disease, particularly infectious disease. And with me is Joshua Philipson, Director of Business Development and Investor Relations. Hello, Josh.
Hello. Good day, Vivian.
So tell us a bit more about BiondVax.
So BiondVax is a relatively small pharmaceutical company, but with uniquely big pharma capabilities. In the past, we were a single product startup developing a vaccine candidate all the way through to a large phase 3 trial that was completed on time and on budget in 2020, excuse me. Unfortunately, the phase 3 results didn't meet their endpoints. So that candidate was put on the shelf, and we've, for the past year, been looking for new technologies, new products that would complement our capabilities that we can move forward with.
Now, you're a small company, but kind of you're a big company at the same time. Tell me why that's the case.
Well, so we're small in terms of our market cap, in terms of our footprint. We're only about 15 to 20 employees. But on the other hand, we have a new state-of-the-art GMP biologics manufacturing facility. We have leadership. Our new CEO came from a senior leadership position at GSK Vaccines. We have board members and a COO as well who have deep and relevant big pharma experience in terms of developing and manufacturing and commercializing products, pharmaceutical products.
And now you've got this very exciting collaboration with Max Planck. What's that involve?
So yes, we're very excited about this. Some scientists, including a director, Professor Dirk Gorlich at the Max Planck Institute for Biophysical Chemistry, have developed a very innovative nano-sized antibody. These are derived from camelids like alpacas, llamas, and camels. And these nano-sized antibodies, we're calling them nanoabs, demonstrate many compelling advantages over current standard of care, which is generally monoclonal antibodies would be the ideal comparison. So that's a platform that they've developed. We, on this collaboration, have licensed from them. They have an excellent COVID-19 therapeutic nanoab that we've licensed and will take through development. We'll also be developing with them an additional pipeline for other therapies, not just COVID, but also asthma, psoriasis, macular degeneration, and a few others that we're looking at targeting.
Why have you particularly chosen to go after COVID? Because it's becoming a crowded space. Clearly, we're going to have to live for a long time with COVID, but there are lots of people in that space developing new products. Absolutely.
So a good question. The general consensus is, first of all, is that COVID is here to stay. Nobody can say for sure if it's going to become seasonal like the flu, or Dr. Tony Fauci from the US wrote just last month in the New England Journal of Medicine as well. He says, it's here to stay. We just don't know if it'll come in occasional epidemics or splurges, but so that's one. There's going to be a need for it. In other words, our product, best case scenario, we figure will be out in the market. It'll take a couple of years to take it through preclinical and clinical trials and out to the market. COVID, unfortunately, is still going to be an issue. It's a huge market, and the current therapies are not the best. The monoclonal antibodies, for example, that are out there right now, have to be administered by IV in a hospital setting. They're expensive to make, they're expensive to provide. They require cold chain all the way through. Whereas these nanoabs, one of the exciting things about these nanoabs is that they are hypothermal stable. They're stable up to, the COVID-19 one is stable up to 95 degrees Celsius, about 200 Fahrenheit. It can also, because of its small structure, it can be administered much more conveniently, where we're going to develop it for inhalation administration, which means that it's going to be targeted, instead of going through IV or the pills like Pfizer or Merck have brought out to the market. Ours will be directly targeted to where the virus is in our respiratory tract. It's lower cost to produce, so that's why COVID in general, and why the nanobodies in particular, we see the advantage, the potential clinical and commercial advantages, improvements, and also our manufacturing site and capability and expertise are ideally suited for producing nanoabs. Did I answer your question?
Fascinating area. And I think my next question you probably may have answered very well already, but why should an investor be interested in BiondVax today?
I'm biased. However, I can tell you that we expect, first of all, we expect near-term significant catalysts. We anticipate preclinical proof of concept this year for the COVID-19 asset, and human clinical trial, the first human clinical trial results by next year. So that's quite soon. You know, if you look at some companies that you could consider perhaps comparators to where we are and what we're doing, but a little bit ahead, like Adagio or Vir. These are companies who are working on a COVID-19 monoclonal antibody. So we think that ours will be a better product. They're doing very well. They have massive market cap. So we think it's fair to compare BiondVax to these companies and expect rapid growth, because for us, in addition to the COVID-19 therapy, we're also going to be developing a pipeline as well for use based on the nanoabs for disease targets that are much larger even than COVID in terms of the commercial size: asthma, psoriasis, macular degeneration, etc. So I think for these reasons, combined with the fact that we have the people and the assets to move this forward, I think is a compelling reason to have a look at BiondVax and today, and climb aboard.
So there you are, BiondVax, a big little company with a very exciting new asset. Joshua, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, Vivian. Thank you for your interest.